Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you? And the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Lahm with the short one.
Now this could be... And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. Eze played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. Messi. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. He's having a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game.
They've played it short.
And here's Nedved. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, that's a little loose. So it's going to be another corner. Manchester United have their third corner. Now it's Nedved. That's tidy. And this is Nedved. Shoots! Tremendous from Pirlo! A finish right from the top draw! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Rodri. He's on it, can he get away? And that goes for a shot! It's a clearance, but not much of one. Pirlo is the team's great visionary.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Gullit. And this is Nedved. He's cut it out. Manchester United are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Lahm. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, there's the shot! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Messi. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Looking for the run. Dembele. And the Sar claims comfortably. Pass somewhat off target. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Messi. Rodri. It's Saka. And this is Messi. It's a threatening ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Strokes it back. Rodri. And this is Dembele. Out to the left it goes. Eze. Delivers with whip. That'll be a corner. That's really well cleared. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Eze is onto this. Referee's given a throw. And it's Rice. Saka. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Dembele!
2 added minutes has been
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bergkamp. Messi. Great vision. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Roberto Carlos. There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Manchester United in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And here's Hullet. And that could well leave a mark. Saka. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. So much time. Can he finish? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Luis Suarez. Good read, needed to be. Messi. And that has put paid to that. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Nedved. Bergkamp did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Rodri.
That has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's real chance! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Rodri.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rice. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well played.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Rice. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, they could break here. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri.
Messi, out to the right. Nicely worked. Saliba. Varane makes the interception. Oh, easy pickings there.
Rodri.
And it's Messi. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. Messi. And they can counter here. And it's Messi. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Calafiori. Could be danger here. Luis Suarez! It's hit the upright. It's Luis Suarez! Keeper always had the measure of that. Luis Suarez. That's a good ball. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eze goes on a charge down the left. And that's that. Manchester United looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Gullit picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Pirlo. Played into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Thuram. Yaya Toure.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Lahm. And it's Pirlo.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Lahm. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, super ball! This might... Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead!
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the game's first significant... Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And this is Nedved, and he's managed to get free. Pirlo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Luis Suarez. And here's Ibrahimovic.
And it's Yaya Toure. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Manchester United finding their passes. Bout of passing here. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! 2 up and in, and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. It's Pelé!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Forwards and with intent. Makelele. Luis Suarez. Messi. And it's Ibrahimovic. Gattuso. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makelele. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real...
He gets big! Goal! Manchester United! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Edmilson. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. And the counter is on. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the two sides separated by the games. Luis Suarez! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Lahm with the short one. And this is Ned. Shot a goal! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ibrahimovic, it's Nedved! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Makelele plays it short. And here's Makelele. And the shot! Torino are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gattuso. Pelé. And he's intervened well there. Maldini. Played up towards the front line. Torino have reclaimed it. And it's Gattuso. Makelele. Great vision. Always onto this. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gets through on his own. And it's Makelele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Roberto Carlos. Nicely spread. Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Luis Suarez. Can he finish? Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality.
Shot a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's onside! Well read, and the danger is averted. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. Lewis. Shot, surely! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Nedved. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Here's Van Basten. Nedved. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi. Lahm. And he's gone backward here. And the finish! Ambitious ball here. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lahm picks it up out wide. Big header! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a searching pass. That ball looks a good one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ferdinand gets it clear. Now it's Luis Suarez. He has found the way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And this is Nedved. Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. That's a little off target. And here's Suarez. Manchester United are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. He gets big! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And he lines up, he's got full! And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That is a brilliant interception.
Just as I thought.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
It's run loose here. Hernes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he plays one through. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Messi. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. 1-0 the score. Shoots! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be...
Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's a good ball. And can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Manchester United certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Manchester United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. That gets things going for the second half. Rafael Varane. And here's Ibrahimovic. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Petit. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guardiola. Messi. And it's Petit. Chiellini. Roberto Carlos. To Guardiola. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That's been cut out, well played. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pass is just off target. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Rafael Varane. Pirlo. Luis Suarez. Threads one in. And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Guardiola. Petit has been caught there, it's a foul. So we've reached the hour mark. And it's Guardiola. Luis Suarez, looking understandably energised after his goal. Petit. And it's Petit. Ernest. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nedved. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And they're back on the ball again. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
numéro
fact.
25.
Manchester
Le numéro
United
7.
find a position of
Messi.
real strength
Le
now.
numéro 23. À leur place, le numéro 21. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 14. Neymar.
Guardiola.
Le numéro 11. Le
That's
numéro
been intercepted.
24.
That was well
Changement.
played, well stopped.
Conte. Chiellini. Cameroon looking to pass their way through. No way through there. Vieira. Makalele takes control of it and he's on the move. Rummenigge. And he's there to make the challenge. Whatever he had in mind, that's... Rummenigge! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It is no contest! It is a landslide! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. 5 minutes left on the clock. Big chance, and he shoots! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. And can he finish? It's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking to play him in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. And here's Drogba. Now that is commitment to the cause. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Played out towards the right wing.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Drogba. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Gerrard. Can he finish? Cleared without complication. Vieira. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Still goalless. Guillemets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. That's a good ball out wide. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Oh, he's played it in low. Trincao! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? They've played it short. Oh, such a clever touch. Good ball, good take. A header! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gerrard. Trincao. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Trincao. And that's going right the way across. No, he wasn't going to let him past. He's on it, can he get away? Looking for options for movement. Trincao. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. Gerrard can see things others simply cannot. Rafael Varane. That was a brilliant save.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Luis Suarez, and he's away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played out to the right. Played back into the centre. Now, can they get him away? That's good play. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that has been knocked clear. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Attendees, this is
Look back on the first 45 minutes.
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he's picked it up out wide. And it's been taken short. Now the ball in. Gerrard gets it away. Played it again.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Vieira. Cruyff. And this is Luis Suarez. Just eases him off the ball. Guilherme. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos. Tries a measured ball. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Guilherme. Sporting looking to pass their way through. Pressure coming in from all directions. Guilherme gets into a good position. Cross goes in there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Sporting choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Out to the right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a cute ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Trincao. Played out wide. Played into space out wide. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's been slipped through. Inacio makes the interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position. Gerrard. Albert Ferrer. Suarez. Trincao.
Sporting clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Spread it left. Back into the middle.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Luis Suarez. Can he finish? He scored! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sporting can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Plays it in low. Gets good distance on it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pinches it off him. And another try! Oh, it's come loose. This looks promising.
Sporting really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Two added minutes.
Could try cutting inside here. Swings in across. And he's taking no chances there. And claimed it back swiftly. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Cannavaro. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Drogba picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
And now I'd just like to read
Thanks
out
to
our
Jim
fan
alongside me,
members who
and
are
as the fans
celebrating
make
their
their way
birthdays
home, so
today.
must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
More and more pressure on the ball here.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
A bit a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Flashes it, up he goes! Paul clears it away. That's really well manoeuvred.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Roberto Carlos. Suarez might just make this. And here's Gordon. Out towards the flank. And here's Gordon. Knocks it out wide. Hall. And here's Joelinton. And he lines up a cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. No goals as yet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Oh, what a climb! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. Cruyff, Vieira, oh, shooting chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Thiaw. Newcastle upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and...
Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! He just has something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Suarez really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Cruyff. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Gerrard. Luis Suarez. Well, played right into his path. Shapes to shoot!
Danger averted for now.
Now it's Gerrard. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Joelinton. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Albert Ferrer.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Vieira.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hall does well to get it back. That's a decent clearance. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Tonali. To Elanga.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Joelinton. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the action is back on the way.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Looking tidy in possession here, played out wide. Oh, well played, lovely. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Vieira. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos, the man that is tenacity personified. Passing is crisp and sharp. Trippier. Looking for options for movement. Played in with purpose. Luis Suarez. Thiaw calmly anticipates. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tonali plays it short. And he's picked it up out wide. Ball swung in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Drogba. Hops for safety. Manchester United just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Joelinton. And it's Joelinton. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Cruyff. Albert Ferrer has it in a wide position. Elects to cross. He's got full. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Hall. Joelinton. Elanga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross into the box. And he's there to clear it. And he's taking no chances there. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Tonali. And he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Tonali, Joelinton. Now it's Gordon. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Gerrard. And here's Roberto Carlos. Gerrard. Oh, good take in a good area.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's a lovely, neat pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Quick look. Drogba! Now, oh, he's been caught. It's fallen kindly here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Elanga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just the keeper to beat! Chance for a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Number 9, Wissa.
Willock. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Livramento. Now Tonali. Trippier. To Elanga. Can he get it through? Trippier gets into a good position.
Has been indicated.
And that's aimed into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Special presentation featuring our guest performers.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Over to the left. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Manchester United, it's Nedved! It's hit the upright.
Oh, what a mistake! And that could well leave a mark.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Quarter of an hour played. Real chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
And it's Dembele.
Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Lahm goes short. Roberto Carlos.
He's on it, can he get a
Great chance! Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
That's tidy. Nedved, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. That is ended up in no man's land.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And here's Dembele. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Dembele. Roberto Carlos.
Looking tidy in possession here. Picked out brilliantly. And he's gone backward here. And he's cut it out.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, that looks a good ball through. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Now it's Gullit. Mbappe! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Lahm. And this is Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. And they can counter here. Yamal. And that's another good win of the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Manchester United happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Delivers with whip. Cleared away. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Gullit. Flashes it across. And that has been cleared. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Played up towards the front line. Now it's Bale. He's in a great position here. He has found the way. Takes a shot! Bergomi with the clearance. Roberto shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Good ball over the top. No way through there. Ernest. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Goes down, but nothing given. Bale. Now it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that's out of reach.
Sesko. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played with finesse. Oh, well played, well played.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that's going right the way across. He's picked his way through. That looks a good cross. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple. That is good alertness. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, easy pickings there. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri. Oh, they can break here. Looking for the run. Showing good feet. That is a superb rearguard action. Roberto Carlos, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. He is through here. Pings in and the finish! Caught offside that time. Makaleli is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Hoeneß. And it's Seedorf. And it's Makaleli. It's Seedorf. Hoeneß. Threads one in. Good ball, good take.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Very nicely done. Real chance here. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And that will be it. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having...
Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And the shot! Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. And a chance! He's scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, well played, well played. It's a really well-measured ball. Menu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Suarez is onto it in a flash. Šeško! That's the keeper's ball. Nice looking ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's had it nicked away. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai picks it up out wide. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And it's Lahm. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Pirlo. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. Van der Sar, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Now, can they get him away? Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a good ball out wide. Neymar, and this is Neymar. Opts chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. It's Luis Suarez! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That looks a good ball through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Lahm. Now it's Neymar. He might be... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Manchester... he's given it away. It's made its way to him. And the shot! Driving forward. Great vision. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Varane cuts it out. Now it's Luis Suarez. And we hit half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're just settling back into this second half. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vitinha floated through. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Well, there's the clearance. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Pirlo. Nedved. Luis Suarez shoots! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Pirlo. Now it's Nedved. Can he finish? That is a brilliant interception. And he's following up. It's in. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It was a great... And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight.